Okay. I heard the voice of God about this. I can't get it open. Well, that's me needing to pause the video, but I just set it up so nicely. Okay, please hold. Okay, this is a bag of the same chopped kit. So if you remember where the price tag reduced was affixed on the first that I showed, okay, I can show it this way now. Can you see it? Which way do you see it? This one's open. This one's not. Okay, so what I am doing here is I am trying to show you, soy sauce, show you that you are charging me for your exact motions in the stores. And I need restaurant food for that reason, and that reason alone. And I will not get it for any reason except that I don't work for you. And you're going to say that right back to me. I don't work for you. I could clear the whole transaction with a checker who says, "Have a nice day." And I say, "You just shoplifted same as me, and I don't work for you." And they will say, "Get out, call the police, and have myself put in jail because you are illegally checking out food for anyone. You are due in jail, but I am myself this soul." And you don't fight over all the possible people who could be carrying something for me. Because I don't actually have prejudice to pay you any money. There's no such thing as that I could pay you for my whole life, all the food that I need for myself. I can't. I really don't know you. How am I supposed to pay you money because I know you and then get a receipt from you because I don't know you? That's all you ever did to me for my whole life. Who are you fooling? You charge me money and you want me to give it to you because I know you, and then you give me a receipt and say that you don't know me, and I don't know you that way once I get the receipt. It's true I don't have the key to the cash register, and I am not allowed to ring up the receipt myself, and there is such a thing as self-checkout where I can ring up the receipt myself, but I always see that there is a checker of the receipt to make sure that you have a receipt. I just did the job for the store by the time I get to the exit. Well, nobody wants to work for this store that way. Why do you employees, you're so important because there's nothing without you. You have looting problems, you don't leave, you don't actually stop being an employee because you're afraid that you're causing a debt to where you are at the establishment. You are a debt to the establishment, and you must leave the establishment because you're a debt. You can't just be there because you're a very good employee. You're very good to who? Because are you good to yourself? You're a greed offender. Do you know how to do a greeting? If you know how to do an excellent greeting, you should not be employed for more than a month. You've mastered the art of greeting. You're not employed for more than a month. God wouldn't ask you to stand there and do things for God. Do you want to do things for God? Because he gives you 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Yeah. I know you won't do anything for me, so, I'm not really pressing the question for an answer. So, here we go. This has egg in it. And I would not normally eat that, but I'm going to eat it because God bless America. I need to eat. So you are a hurt factory. Yes. Do you work in a supermarket? Don't tell anyone. Yes. It's not really for you to give your name if you work at a supermarket. You don't actually make the food. You make food possible? Wow. You don't want to tell anybody that either. So when is an item reduced in price? If it doesn't expire for 4 days, is it reduced because you don't have much shelf life in the housing? Okay. So you haven't died of dementia yet? Maybe you did, huh? I have heavy dementia. Yes, I did die of dementia. What are you people doing in alive? I'm demented. I'm so angry, yeah, but I'm demented, so I don't know how angry I am, yeah. Joshua Stevenson. Yeah. I need one of your bagels and some cream cheese with this. Joshua Stevenson and Justine's Kitchen. You two both don't look like you would eat the food you've been food handling on the internet. Kristen, is that her name? Yeah, and Kristen's, wow, Kristen's Kitchen as well, or Kristen's what? Cooking show. She's new to me. I've seen her in the past few months, yeah. So if the date on the salad is 4 days away from expiration, the way the salad comes with the expiration date on it. So if it's reduced, that does not go with the expiration date. It doesn't say reduce the price on 4 days before the expiration date. So what's in it for me? Just I don't pay as much money. It's you threatening the threatening again. Well, maybe the cashiers are fired because they're expiring the food. I might have been frustrated before I got born here. After the eating of this lifetime, I don't know how to get back at you in the small ways that you burned me every day of my life, all day, all night, every day in my whole life. I don't know how to make that point to you because there are many of you, but there's just me to myself. And is there some kind of plan in heaven? Because what's your plan? Because you're malicious and you're not heaven looking at everyone all at once and being malicious. You look one at a time at myself and you're malicious in, I don't know, in my whole lifetime in as many as 800 people. It's angry for me to be alive here. So, what are you angry about? When you're angry with somebody else, let's say it's me. If I ask for this salad and I get exactly what I asked for, and that's why it has a barcode on the back. So I'm angry, I'm hungry, I ordered a salad, and it has a barcode on the back. You're angry, you're controlling, you put a reduced tag on top of the barcode and said I could have it this way and not the other way. With that, this isn't even here. $2.47. Why isn't it $2 million? So I can leave it on this shelf. No, even the shopper won't bring this back. The shopper won't bring this back, and they went away with the whole car and everything. But the shopper won't bring this back if it's $2 million because the credit card is declined. Yeah. The cashiers, they don't have a credit card that would decline them from doing this. Why not? I'm going to pay for that is not true. You're all living off of that in the supermarkets. If you shop there, if you drive right by, do you know somebody who eats at a supermarket? If you know me, yeah, you're paying for it. So if I want to sell this back to the store with a copy of this video by YouTube link, and I tell them I want $2 million for this bag of lettuce, salad kit, they're going to say no. That's a fast, quick, hard no. Because I think it's no to you. I think I need the money. You want it? Oh, let's say you say no. Oh, you get the money. Is it your $2 million? There's no such thing? Oh, then why are you still standing there? Because it's a fight. You don't have $2 million in the human body that's standing in there and checking out the food. You don't have the money in the body to check out the food. You're a fight in there. You're a food fight in there. You belong in prison so that you don't do that to the food. That the food has more value than the body that checks it out. And the body belongs in jail and prison because it doesn't have the food value. It doesn't have the money value, and it doesn't have the price value. It doesn't have the carry of a wallet value. You don't have value in the supermarket. You if you stay in there, you have to be go straight to jail. Do you think that you're a checker? You just say, I don't work for you, and you go to jail. What's wrong with you? Why do you say I don't work for you to a customer? You say I don't work for you, not anyone who happens to be here. I go to jail. There's a commentator on YouTube who wants to talk to me about myself and bring up a psychiatrist who's not myself. Which way do you want to twist it? Because the argument of the psychiatrist is that the who penis won't talk to me. Well, because the psychiatrist is a who penis, and if you're not a psychiatrist, you're another who penis. You don't listen to the who penis psychiatrist. And leave me alone. You don't like what I've said since I've been seeing a psychiatrist. Well, why didn't you tell the psychiatrist to leave me alone? You want to tell me to leave the psychiatrist alone and go to see another psychiatrist? Or how do you expect me to solve this conundrum of yours that's pretty much just no on the threatening the threatening? How do you want me to answer you with that? I'm born before you are, and you're just angry because you think you can talk to me like that, and you can, you want a piece of me, you know. Them's are fighting words in public is what you're doing. You're like a cartoon. You need to be outside. If you're like Yosemite Sam on Looney Tunes, Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny, if that's what you call it, Yosemite Sam, them's are fighting words. Yeah, well, you've got to be shortened in your height. You have to be a cartoon. And you have to be outside, and he has guns in public, but he's outside. He's illegal. He's completely illegal. And I can't handle that all the who penises talk like Yosemite Sam, but like dig in personal about me. If it was Yosemite Sam, he would be sort of talking to the cartoon, to the TV. Me, you want to check my address when you talk like Yosemite Sam cartoon, and I can't afford that. Does anyone even know who I'm talking about? You don't, but he knows himself and I know who he is. No, I don't. I just would be, if I can see it on the notifications, if it's still listed there, then I know like maybe the username of which commentator, whoever said it. Yeah. I just dropped this in the salad. I did it, but I don't have my glasses on and I didn't see it. I don't want to put that in my mouth. Joel and Myra, do you hire people to do your work for you? Why didn't you just say to Becky, I called you because I want all of your money and I want to spend it on myself? And I would say, that's scary and I'm not coming back here. If you don't mind me asking, what made you so low? Like, let's say Joellen Myra, if she owes me leverage, she owes me keys and banking. And she went away with all of it and spent it on herself, and you don't know it. I will just say it this way. You're not aware of it. You see it this way. Do you think somebody owes you money? They don't owe you any money. That's all in your head, right? That's your answer to myself. Well, I don't know. What made you like that? I don't even know you. So who peed in your Cheerios? I know, I can't laugh at who peed in your Cheerios. I might eat a piece of plastic and regret my own mouth. Am I right? Is that how we do the setup here? I can't say anything that's funny because I'm not God to myself in front of you. I'm not God to myself in front of you. You're holding some piece of God over there and it's not whole. You're completely abusing alive over there, and you're psychotically angry that you don't really see that I think it's funny that I am ascended and you have to live with it. Because really, you've been eating my dementia, and then it died. I guess it knows, that it's demented a certain way for a certain amount of time, and there have been changes in my minds. I've had many minds. But here it's ascended where I'm seeing that I'm putting you out of alive, and I'm right here to watch that, to see it. I'm not supposed to do that unless my name's Lucky, and that scenario is not Lucky. My name is Becky, unfortunately, that died. So it's Lucky the wrong way because there's a Godhead named Lucky that's putting you out of alive, and I can see it because myself elsewheres, and you don't know that. You don't know you offended God that hard and that low and that far in the wrong. You're very far in the wrong and angry. with myself. And I don't hold the Becky dementia for you anymore. You can call me Becky and it stings, but I don't hold the Becky dementia anymore, so that I could, I don't know, be normal, if you know what I mean. I don't have a name right now. I'm going to just close. I have mutilated genitals. I'm talking over them, yep, because you're not out of alive yet. Otherwise, I don't need to speak as true. I normally love being myself. There's none higher than me, and I am the highest part of myself. And I normally love that the most. I love myself the most of any part of the omnipresence of God and the omnipresence and omnipotence and omniscience and omnificence of the Supreme, myself. But you are so mean to me. You are so mean to me. I've never seen anything like it from where I normally am around you. And I don't know what to say. Yep, I'm really, I've never been so hurt. But I want to know where this is going, because you make me so angry that I don't have time and space correctly. And I think about my future of myself, and how am I going to respect myself after what you did to me? How am I going to love myself after what you did to me? How am I going to be myself after what you did to me? And I don't even see the God that made it alive that way. I don't really see it. How is it alive that way? Because I alive. So how can you do what you did to me in alive when I alive? You don't like me? I mean, maybe you don't, but why are you so close to me that you don't like me? And you're so all close to me, it's really not fair. I really just don't believe you. I don't know why. I don't see it the way God sees it above me. That means you're getting some kind of lower grace than what I am. Yeah, but why am I getting lower grace than what I am? Like a lower life form than what I am in grace. Why am I a lower life form than I can afford to be? Why is that not up to me? Why do I live in a lower life form and it's not up to me? Are you going to make it, if you do the offending yourself and you force yourself so hard on myself, are you going to fix it? Are you going to make the whole creation move around you? Because if I was just alive, and maybe you don't like me, but you're elsewheres, but you don't like me personally. You get all up in my face personally, and you make all this karma right in my face, right on myself. You do it like intentionally. You force yourself. You do it traveling. You do it for 45 years. And then if I counted all the time of karma that you owe me, 10 times 45 years is not true. You have like 4 quadrillion years of karma against myself, just me. And I'm not really that angry because I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? If you were God, when you're offending myself, if you were doing it with all of the omnipresence of God behind you, and you did something wrong, like you break a window, how much of God do you want to be behind you, moving everything to make you feel better? Because you're over there. And you would never let me threaten you that way. I don't have any threats on you. I can't get a gun and blow your head off if I don't like you. Why not? It's my world. Do you know there's somebody who talks like that? Yeah, me. I do. I talk like that. I'm not going to jail for you. If I don't like you, I'm going to get a gun and blow your head off. I'm going to leave you laying in public. Go figure it out. And I can't do that because it's you having illegal alive shunt in public. You don't actually have any jail. You don't have anybody in jail or anybody in prison in prejudice, and I can't get a gun and blow somebody's head off when I'm angry and scare off the rest of you that you don't mess with me while I'm alive. I mean, I don't have any karma. I can blow your head off if I want to, but I can't because you are threatening me that you're going to lock me in jail and put a bullet in my head. And that's insubordinate. Do you know what insubordinate means? I just told you. That's insubordinate. How many times do I have to say that? It depends who's watching. You want to send the police over here? It's Fremont Gardens Apartments, Las Vegas, Nevada. If you send the police over here, you're insubordinate. If the police get here and they're insubordinate, what do you want me to do? You don't care because you don't know if they came here or not. You can't watch TV. You can't watch the internet. You can't be you. You're totally illegally you. Go to jail because you're you.